Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading that is aimed exclusively at people who want to get better at their manifesting. Now, we all manifest from the time we're born. There are all kinds of ways that we manifest and manifest fairly successfully. Usually, the vast majority of times, they're small things, and so they come into our lives and we recognize them, but we don't pay much attention, don't give them much credit. You know, for example, you were thinking about this person, and geez, you haven't seen this person in a long time, and all of a sudden you get a text, you get a phone call, you run into them at the store. Okay, well, that's manifesting, and we do those kinds of things all the time. But the people who run the world do not want you or me or anybody else to manifest. If we begin to develop very good manifesting skills, we become a threat. We're tougher to control. That's not the game these days. Remember, they are telling us you will have nothing and you'll be happy. And there, if you're paying attention, not looking at mass media, if you're looking at mass media, I'm surprised you're even listening to this tarot reading. Because people who get their information from mass media tend to be very shallow, lazy, not focused, easily distracted. You dig a little deeper. That's the whole point of this tarot reading. We dig deeper. We're more honest. I'm not here looking for likes or dislikes. I am in terms of the different vehicles that I'm on. I want them to see that people appreciate it. But I'm not doing it to exercise my ego. I am doing it to exercise your manifesting abilities. My job is to inspire you, to get you to reach in and to choose your life. Choose to plug in. Let's begin today. In the middle, we have the Oracle card, Why? I could say, why not? But let's go a little deeper. Why? The question. It's not just simply a question of listening to the orders from the people who think they're elite and are telling me how to live my life. Why are you doing this? Why are you asking? What's the purpose? Looking behind. And there is a 31 in the upper right-hand corner. 3 means that you're kind of balancing, communicating, and you are doing that with aspects of your life, your mind, your body, your spirit. Okay? And the 1 in the 31 means you're initiating, you're starting. So you are looking for information, you're digging deep, and you're beginning that journey for answers. It is not simply good enough for them to tell you it is safe and effective. It's not. All the follow-up science says it is totally the opposite. It's not safe. It's not effective. You're becoming aware of that fact. And now you're asking a very important question. Why? Because when you ask that question, you are beginning to take responsibility for your life. It is your life, after all, right? You only get one. Even if you believe in reincarnation, this is the one where you're at right now. This is the one you got to focus on. So, let's go all the way to the left. 8 of Pentacles is where we begin. Pentacles are things that we value. And I always say, so I'm a pain in the ass about this, it is not money. If you value money, then you probably shouldn't even listen to these tarot readings. That's not what is valuable. You can't eat money, you can't eat gold. If you have no food, you're going to want food. That's more important than any of it. If you don't have your health, you're going to want your health. That's more important than any of it. We all die. So the money won't keep you alive. It doesn't make for friendship, doesn't make for love, doesn't make for purpose, doesn't make for gratitude, doesn't make for me. You get the idea? And yet, like sheep or cattle, or whatever term you want to use, we're just kind of shuttled into this little area, go money. And the reason we do that is because 2 things. 1, the people who tell you that money is important have all the money. Number 2, it's their way to control, to manipulate. So you're asking, why is this happening? Why am I falling for this? What's the purpose? And so it's very important. You need a good set of values. The 8 of Pentacles talks about education, I guess, probably. You know, you can see he's working on his pentacles. He's working on what's important to him. And that's really what the deal is, to say, okay, look, I want to make sure that my values are absolutely solid and clear. I don't want to have to guess. If you don't know what's important to you and understand why it's important to you, you're a dummy. You can be led around the nose any way you want to do it. Doesn't make any difference. And all the problems we have in the world is because we're all chasing money and we're not chasing value. We're beginning to learn that lesson. Question is, do we have enough time to learn it and move on? Or is it too late? We'll find out. Next card over is the Five of Wands. Wands, if for nothing else, are energy, enthusiasm. I mean, there is no halfway for Wands energy. It's all or nothing. And the Five of Wands is conflict, bickering, pettiness, just squabbles, just noise. There's no meaning to it. There's no value in it. It's just energy. Just And a lot of this is energy that you should be focused on your life, on your purpose, answering that question why, but instead they distract you so that you spend a lot of time and energy squabbling about stuff that really does not matter, but that's what they want you to do. Because if you start looking at the stuff that really matters, if you start asking the question why, you're a threat. And they don't like that. And you can see by what's going on in the world, they're kicking it up a notch or two every other day. They're trying to change the game to keep you distracted. Next card, Five of Cups. It looks like they are being successful at distracting us, and they're keeping us look at what we have missing. Remember, you're going to have nothing and be happy. And we're looking at 3 empty cups here, 2 full cups in the back. There's a bridge and there's a castle also down the road. All this guy's got to do is look at the positive. Look at what he can do. 2 cups full. There's a bridge, a castle that you're not seeing in this card, but in other cards there is the bridge and castle connected. So he could change his life if he just changed his vision. If he asked the question why, he'll find out there's never been any reason. They've lied to you. And that can change everything. But for right now, he is looking at what he has lost, not what the potential is. Not what he has right there. 2 cups, full cups, a bridge, castle. He's there. He just doesn't see it because he's not asking why. And the final question here, the lover's question. Now, the lovers, of course, traditionally would fall into the category of, romance, that kind of a thing, relationships. But it's harmony, it's choices. Where are you going to decide, or when are you going to decide that you're going to love yourself? And I don't mean that in a narcissistic way. A lot of people these days are going, I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm this, I'm that. The minute you have to say I'm a 10, you are proving that you're not. Value comes from within. You can't get it from anybody else. You can't get, I don't care how many likes you get on Facebook or all the others. I don't care. It doesn't make any difference to me, TikTok. I don't care. That's nothing. You have to dig deep. You have to ask why. And when you do, you're going to find there's never been a single reason for doing what you're doing. You've been lied to. So the question is, you're going to love yourself enough to be honest enough with yourself to quit the bickering, to really value what you have in front of you, those, or right behind you, those 2 cups and the bridge and the castle. Are you going to appreciate what you got and build more? Well, the only way you're going to do that is to ask why and stick around for the answer. The answer is going to set you free, but you have to, like the 8 of Pentacles, you have to have the value system. Because if you don't have a value system, you don't even know what question to ask, and you wouldn't even recognize the answer if it bit you in the ass. Responsibility is, as it always has been, on you. For people in the United States, we love to say we have a government by the people, of the people, for the people. That's not true. Hasn't been true for a long, long time. We've been too lazy, too distracted to deal with it. Now we have to deal with it, or lose it. So, ask the question why. Has there been any honest reason for doing what you're doing, for believing what you're doing, for thinking what you're thinking? This is the time to do it. Believe me, you're going to need those answers in the near future. That's the reading for today. More tarot manifested reading stuffed for you tomorrow. I'm here every day, 365. Hope you're here with me. If not, between now and the next time we get together, peace and blessings.